guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Nobukumado and today I'm going to be taking you through what it takes to get my hair retouched. I normally do this myself every 3 months, so this time I stretched a bit. But yeah, I'm going to show you guys how I do it. First things first, I detangled my hair yesterday, section by section, because the growth in this hair is very bad. It was like what, 5 months old, so I had to carefully do that. So now I'm going to part it into sections. Normally if the growth was still a bit short, I would have parted into 4 sections, but because it's a lot, I'm going to part into many more sections so that I get as enough, relaxer into the hair as I possibly can. So as I'm parting, I'm basing my scalp with Vaseline as a scalp protector. Works very well. After working so hard, this is where I am now. This is not normally how I do it. Usually it would be like 4 or at most 8, squares. But because like the growth on my hair is a lot, so I really don't wanna, retouch and then a few days later realize that it didn't work out and then there's a bit of growth left in here. So I decided I'm gonna literally do the most and literally section my hair into the smallest sections I can possibly do so that I get as much relaxer as I need to get in there. Okay, so now I use Dark and Lovely regular. I have trusted and used Dark and Lovely almost all my relaxed life. When I cut my hair and I went back and then I came back to relaxing my hair, I tried olive oil because people said, oh, it's the healthier one, your hair will be thick and all that, but it just didn't work for me. My hair used to feel like it's just natural, and that was like ironed or texlaxed or something like that. It just didn't work out for me. My hair always looked nappy, so I just went back to Dark and Lovely because I love and trust Dark and Lovely. And normally today I'm doing all the things that are not normal. So normally where I'll use half a packet, again because I feel like the growth that I have right now is a lot. I'm still debating if I want to use, I'm definitely not going to use half, but I was wondering if I want to use all of it or use 3/4 of it. I think I'm going to use all of it. Let me just use all of it. If there's any more that's left, we'll just throw it away, but better safe than sorry. So I'm just going to use all of it. So for those who don't know, this is the relaxing cream. Then this is the neutralizing shampoo. And then in here, we have everything we need. So because ideally supposed to use half a packet, there's 2 of each. So this is 2 of cream activator, which is what makes the cream active so that it can literally cook straight in your hair. So because I'm using the full tap, I'm gonna use both cream activator. And then after I've washed with this, I will then condition with this. But what I like to do is that I like to mix this with this. Also, it's Dark and Lovely Alter Cholesterol. So I love to use this. It leaves your hair feeling bouncy and strong, and yeah, it's just literally like an intensive treatment. So I like to use these 2 together. I've had this tub for quite a while and it works really well. So yeah, I like to use it together. Yeah, okay. And then you have your spatula for mixing the cream, which is this, and then gloves. Look, normally you're supposed to wear gloves, but for me gloves just slow me down, and especially on days when I don't have acrylic nails on, I think I might just use my hands. And when I use my hands, I make sure that I put a lot of Vaseline so that I protect my fingers. Sorry, my fingers are dirty right now because my hair is dirty. My bad. Cool. So I've opened my relaxer, and now I'm gonna add in these. Sorry, it's gonna be out of frame because yeah, the situation here just doesn't work for everything to be on camera at the same time. You wanna mix. Very, very hard. You really need to make sure that your activator really mixes well with the relaxer, otherwise it's not going to do its job, because it's just the base without the activator, it will not relax your hair. So you need to make sure that it's well mixed so that the combos communicate and it actually works. Okay, let's get started. So for me, my thickest growth is right by the center of my head, so that is where I'm going to start applying, because remember I'm going to wash at the same time. So if I start applying in the front, for example, where the growth is not that bad, then I'm going to burn before, you know, these parts are good. So I'm going to start right here, that's where most of the growth is, and then I'm going to work my way around my scalp. So right now I'm just applying, then I'll come back and smooth. So now I'm going to remove the pins and start working on the hair. I was careful to roll this up nicely so you see my ends are not that bad. And then now I'm going to need a little more relaxer, I'm sure. No combs yet, we're not combing anything. We are just using our hands, our fingers to smooth things. No combs at all. Combs come right at the end. Right now it's just our fingers. Now I'm done with the pulling, so now I'm basing in. This is the last thing that I do, so that it cooks as, listen to me saying cook, so that it cooks as I comb my hair. So now I'm going to sort of try and comb. I say sort of because you can't, because it's muddled together, it's hard to really comb, but you sort of try. I'm using a wide tooth comb to try and work my way to the top. Okay, so now I'm gonna wash. You guys are not gonna see the washing part because I don't know how to position the camera. But yeah, I'll be back after I wash. Cool. So I'm done. I'm done washing and I've dried it. Yes, my hair is thin. Nothing new there. So now we're gonna go into treating. So I'm gonna treat with this conditioner, like I said. I'm gonna mix it with cholesterol. So you know how those conditioners people like take what do they call it? Thumb size. I'm not the thumb size girl. I am the take as much as you need girl. And just do what you gotta do. So yeah. So I'm gonna mix that with this baby. So I like to do this as sort of like a full-on treatment, so cholesterol, oil and everything. So I'll also add black castor oil to the mix. Remember, I'm gonna wash it off anyway, so my hair won't be heavy once I'm done with this. And I'm gonna carefully mix everything. This will become like an oil treatment of sorts. Mix everything. Yeah, and then we're gonna nicely layer it on the hair. I'm concentrating on the scalp for now, then I'll come to the hair with the second batch. But yeah, we nicely layer the scalp. I'm gonna bundle it up to a nice bun. Then I'm gonna place a shower cap over it so that it traps in the heat, and then it's like a heat treatment. And then I'm gonna wear that as I clean up my bathroom, because obviously in this, so as I clean up my bathroom and all, I'm gonna wear this and let it cook in there, and then I'll wash it off. And yeah, so I'll show you guys after I've washed it off and I'm now styling my hair. Catch you later. So I have washed off the treatment, which is the cholesterol and the conditioner and the black castor oil, and my hair feels so good. So now I'm gonna dry my hair, but I'm gonna use a heat protectant. This is DIY because yeah, I forgot to get heat protectant. So to make a DIY one, you can mix water with coconut oil, and then if your coconut oil smells like coconut like mine, you can add a few drops of essential oil. So I added lavender to sort of like mask that coconut smell. Then I'm just gonna spray a bit of it on my hair to protect my hair from the heat, right, that I'm going to use. Just gonna spray, especially the tips. Guys, I don't know if you guys can see. Let me move back a bit. Move back. Can you guys see the length? It's already giving what it's supposed to give. Look at the length. Look at that. So yeah, spray it right around. Protect my hair from the heat. And then this is what I use to moisturize my hair without fail. This is my go-to. I love it so much. It's lightweight, leaves my hair really soft and moisturized. So I'm gonna add a small, not too much this time, just a little to my hair. This is all before I start blow drying it. So I'm gonna add that as well. Can you guys see that, like, the hair is proper cooked? I use my Revlon. Oh, the Revlon doesn't show anymore, but this is a Revlon 2, I think it's called a 2-in-1 Volumizer hair dryer, whatever. I love this so much because I don't have to struggle with holding a comb and the hair blow dryer, but on the other hand, I can just do everything at once. So it's what I use, and there's like cold, warm, and hot settings. So this is my blow dryer. Then I'm gonna do it in 2 sections. My hair is thin, so I'm gonna start with this section and then move to the next. This is gonna be noisy, so I'm gonna mask this. dried right through now. I hope it is. So length check. Let's do a length check. Love it. Listen. Okay, this is the final product of my hard labor. It's giving what it's supposed to give, no? Thank you so much for watching. This is the final result and I'm pretty happy with the job that I did. Please like, please comment, please subscribe. Let's help the channel grow. See you next time.